Hello, 99 Army, boys and girls, and welcome back to another Storytime video. Since Valentine's Day is just around the corner, I'm going to be talking about my first kiss as a special Valentine's themed Storytime video. Now, before I get into the story that I have for you today, I'm going to remind you that you have a few days left to get your significant other a Valentine's Day gift. I personally think you should, if you have not done already. So, let's get into the story. This story took place almost a year and a half ago at a local fair. Susan and I had just started dating at the time, and we had planned to meet up at the fair and hang out outside of school. After... Hold on. Let me just pause for a minute and say that we go to the same high school and we still do, just like we did back when this was taking place, but couples like to see each other outside of school, just stuff like that. So, that was kind of unnecessary, but after we rode a few rides, she wanted to talk to me privately away from all the noise of the people at the fair. After we finally got to the point where we were finally alone, we made small talk, but we had a couple of conversations that were decently long. One conversation was about my YouTube channel, since Susan was a big fan of my YouTube channel for a couple of weeks before we started dating. Alright, now, whenever I say YouTube channel, of course I mean this one. No, I do not mean the Football Nerd channel, because yes, although that one had been created at the time, I had not started posting videos on that channel yet. That came last September. So she was a fan of this channel, and sometimes she hate watches my videos, as you guys know. From my girlfriend wants my YouTube channel shut down video. Yeah, that's story time. Yeah. So she just kind of, I guess, hate watches these videos sometimes because uh, she hates me. I'm not too fond of her myself, but I don't hate her. But yeah. And I remember talking about my 2015 highlights as well, since I was mentioning that I wanted to show her what I already had. Just, you know, just what I had, since she really liked my content. And if you are unfamiliar with the 2015 or 2016 highlights, or just, whatever else, then that is a compilation of the funniest or greatest moments that I have throughout a calendar year. Alright, now those highlights could be a very funny failure, and hey, if it's funny enough, then I will count it in there. It's not necessarily me doing very well at a game. It's actually me doing very poorly at a game, but it's just funny enough for me to throw in there. After a few moments of silence, I asked her if she wanted to kiss me, and she said yes. So, we kissed a couple of times. And it turns out that later on I found out that that was her first kiss as well. So, that was special for she and myself. Although I kissed her, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Or with that girl, whatever you want to say. The joke could be here. Well, the joke here could be, although I kissed her, I did not have sexual relations with that girl. Yeah. You just gotta get that uh, Bill Clinton reference. Although I kissed her, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. And it's true. It's true. I don't know if you would call kissing a sexual relation, but if you do, then crap. That joke just was killed. And I'm not gonna make that same joke again because I don't want to kill a joke in the same video that I introduced it in. But but anyway, for the next few, well, 3 months, Susan and I had a good relationship for the most part, but starting in starting after that 2.5 month time period, it started to fade a little bit. Trust me. And uh, and then she backstabbed me. It was good for the most part for throughout those 3 months, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm not. Yeah, well, you guys get my point, so that I don't have to pander and just ramble on unnecessarily. I had a good relationship, and if you are in a relationship, then make sure to get your significant other for Valentine's Day. I know that as of recording this audio that I am alone, but I would buy my girlfriend something for Valentine's Day like I did last year when I was dating Patty at this time. I mentioned her in a storytime video. But yeah, so if you're curious about the downfall, about the relationship that Susan and I had, then I've made a video on that. Well, I've made a storytime video about it. I think it's storytime 16, and it is about, it is titled The Ultimate Backstab. So, hey, if you want to find out more information about that, then you can just go there. Oh, and Patty is in the near-death experience story time. And so yeah, guys, before I ramble too long, I'm going to end off the story time video. So yes, guys, until the next story time video, which will come out on February 24th, as the every other week scheduled that I have, like every other 14 or like every 14 days. That's what every other week means. I will see you all later. Goodbye, guys. Thank you all for watching.